Shalom to the Real Israel Club followers. Yoav, your boots on the ground in Israel over here from the border with Syria. I promise to be your boots on the ground to report and to share with you and to show you how safe it is in Israel right now. If you follow my social media, you can tell that I'm traveling a little bit about Israel. There are a few clients that made it to Israel and traveling with me, and I want to invite you all come over here. First of all, look at the beauty around me. It's beautiful. And second of all, listen to the sounds of silence. It's so quiet over here. I'm standing here right by the border with Syria, which huge changes have happened here since the end of November, when Israel signed the peace or the ceasefire agreement with Lebanon. You can see Mount Hermon with the snow on top. This was the Israeli part, and now Israel has soldiers controlling the top of Mount Hermon since the Assad regime collapsed in Syria and it was taken by the regime of al-Julani. While al-Julani is reorganizing Syria, Israel cannot let this, no one knows them, and this regime, who knows what they support yet. So this is why we have Israeli forces coming into the few miles into Syria to protect Israel from any kind of forces that will want maybe to attack the Israeli borders. This is defense with Syria. We do have forces inside Syria protecting. The main reason for the Israeli forces is to protect Israel. Israel is not trying to gain more land or anything, just because of the instability of Syria and what we saw from October 7th. You can see El Quneitra, the new town of Quneitra over there. Part of it is still abandoned from the civil war that started in 2011. You can see Israeli bases. You can see again Mount Hermon that is inside Israel, and you can hear the news about Druze. This coming Sunday, Druze from villages like El Khader over there and some other villages will come to work. Syrian Druze will come to work in Israel, and that's something unbelievable. Israel is kind of giving a security umbrella to the Druze in Syria, because of what we hear in Syria, that some minorities getting slaughtered. So the Druze have families here in Israel, in the Golan, and have relationship with Israel, long relationship, and this is why Israel is giving them protection from the distance meanwhile. And we don't know what will happen. I sure know that there are things, amazing things that are happening here, trying to bring what we call normalization, what we call a new era. You want to call it peace, call it peace. You want to call it something else, negotiations with Lebanon started to bring the new Lebanese president and government to recognize Israel. The moment it happens, this changes everything. They can start educating their kids that there is a Jewish state next to them. The moment the Syrians will basically change their education, maybe, who knows, and they will join maybe the big normalization program, maybe with Saudi Arabia and the Emirates and everything, what's called the Abraham Accords. This may change the security of Israel, and it will leave the Palestinians behind and Gaza behind. Unfortunately, we still have 59 hostages in Gaza. A big number of them are already dead, but we still have 23 or 24 alive, and we want them back as soon as possible. And this is something that's also being negotiated in Qatar these days, and I hope we'll have good news about that. I want to again invite you all to join me here in the land, to travel, to enjoy the colorful markets, to enjoy the interesting geostrategical situations that's happening, the news, literally the news, right over here in front of us, to enjoy the history, the religion, the Bible, everything that comes to life in Israel, the truth, and obviously the stories, the sad stories and the happy stories that we have to share. Israel is so beautiful. We're about to celebrate Purim in this upcoming weekend. From today, the schools actually celebrated, and you'll see some pictures of the kids putting customs. And until Sunday, there's a big celebration ongoing in Israel of Purim, and I want to invite you all to take place in it. Join the social media and book your tour. Contact me by email, by WhatsApp, and if you haven't joined the club and you see this video because you're on the Facebook group or you got it via email, sign up for the club, yoavrotem.com/club, and you can be, first of all, a supporter, second of all, a follower of the club, and get all the information as soon as it comes out, and you don't have the filters of Mark Zuckerberg or any other social media that blocks you or doesn't let you see what I'm posting. Again, Syria is super interesting. If you have more questions, if you want to get to know a little bit about Julani and about the leaders and about what's going on in Syria, what's going on with Israel, talk to me. Contact me privately. There are people that already booking their tours, but also people that can't come this year. So what they do is they're booking classes, online classes or teachings from sites, and I'm going and making a video for them. And they can support us with some money, and we can support them with the information, the experience of Israel. Israel is amazing. Come visit. See you soon over here. Stay connected with the Real Israel Club. Thank you for watching. Yoav from the border with Syria.